Hello athletes and fitness enthusiasts, Jürgen Swinkels here. Today I'm going to talk about the 7 big fat reasons why any athlete and fitness enthusiast should improve their sports nutrition knowledge. In the last decade, several international research groups, reaching from Canada all the way to Australia, have been looking at the sports nutrition knowledge status of athletes, amateurs as well as professionals. And the results were not only comparable, but also truly astonishing. The studies show that many athletes don't know the right answer to almost half of the sports nutrition questions asked. That's incredible, especially if you consider that all the respondents were either professional athletes or amateurs who exercise for fun and without doubt are enjoying their sports activities. I can already hear you say, yes, Jürgen, that may be true, but is it really worth the time to learn more about sports nutrition? Why not spend my limited time actually exercising or learning more about skill drills, interval training or core strength exercises? And what I will say to you is not that you shouldn't do that. I'm only telling you that you will significantly physically benefit from improving your sports nutrition knowledge. Maybe even more than from learning the latest interval drills that are actually the same drills as the old ones, but only dressed in a new coat. Anyways, still not convinced? More reason to stay tuned, because I'm going to explain in less than 5 minutes why learning about sports nutrition is such a good idea. So let's get right after it. Number 1, protein. I will get straight to the point. Many athletes and fitness enthusiasts focus too much on protein. And yes, it's true. If you are an athlete or fitness enthusiast, you probably need about 50 to almost 150% more protein than non-athletes, dependent on what kind of exercise or sport you are performing. But just eating more protein will not help you. It must be consumed in the right amounts, at the right times, and when in a reasonably good energy balanced state. Randomly eating more protein doesn't accomplish what the body needs. Research findings show over and over again that many athletes structurally eat too much protein, especially the athletes with a low nutrition knowledge score. Number 2, body composition. A 2021 research published in the scientific magazine Nutrients by Jagam et al. Linked athletes who possess a higher level of sports nutrition knowledge with a lower fat percentage and lower fat mass. Similar inverse relationship between sports nutrition knowledge and body fat percentage and fat mass have been observed previously in male Australian football and soccer players. The possible explanation is that athletes with higher levels of sport nutrition knowledge have a better understanding of how adhering to a certain energy and macronutrient intake relates to maintaining a desired body weight or composition. Number 3, carbohydrates and energy. The athletes in the study that I just mentioned underestimated their respective energy and carbohydrate requirements compared with their predicted needs based on their level of training. This observed underestimation of energy and macronutrient requirements, particularly for daily carbohydrates, is not uncommon among athletes, specifically among athletes with a low sport nutrition knowledge score. In another study by Hogerboom et al. In 2009 about nutrition knowledge among female competitive swimmers, 72.9% of the swimmers was consuming below the recommended range for carbohydrates. Knowing your adequate carbohydrate intake is crucial to avoid glycogen depletion, energy deficit, and reduced performance. Number 4, REDS. The best exercise performance occurs when you have enough energy to support the exercise. Relative energy deficiency in sport, or REDS, is where the body is not taking in enough energy to meet the demands placed on it by the amount of exercise being performed. If you frequently post-load by consuming the energy or calories after your workout or competition, be aware of the potential health and performance consequences. You simply can't drive your car on an empty tank, and neither can you perform well if your body fuel tank is empty. To avoid rats, it's beneficial to learn the details about the available energy systems that you are using, how to fill them, and how to restore them. Number 5, hydration. Sustaining the best possible fluid balance is important for many reasons, including sustaining heart stroke volume, sustaining sweat rate, enabling delivery of nutrients to cells, and enhancing removal of metabolic waste products from cells. And still, many athletes and fitness enthusiasts will only drink water for rehydration. If you increase your sports nutrition knowledge, you will learn that drinking just water after exercise will not speed up your rehydration, but only delay it. Number 6, recovery. Recovery from exercise is just as important as the exercise itself. Putting stress on your muscles through exercise isn't enough to secure the full health benefits and muscle development. You must give your muscles an opportunity to recover from the stress so that they can benefit from the exercise. If you learn more about sports nutrition, you will know that sustainable, appropriate eating and adequate sleep are important for helping muscle recovery. Number 7, supplements. In 2019, an international study was carried out by Jovanov et al. To investigate the sports nutrition knowledge among young athletes and the prevalence of the use of sports supplements. The outcome was that the majority of athletes using dietary supplements actually believed that the supplements would improve performance and even health. Understandably, the study concluded that there is a gap between the level of knowledge young athletes have about the proper and intended use of sports supplements and that there is a need for ongoing education about sports supplementation. So, that finishes off my top 7 big fat reasons why you should improve your sports nutrition knowledge. Of course, you cannot improve knowledge in just 10 minutes, but there are various ways to find out more about sports nutrition. Some reputable universities offer sports nutrition knowledge as part of a lengthy and costly academic course, but for most people that's just a little bit too much. In other instances, it's available for free and there are plenty of ways to get free advice, like on YouTube or in blogs. Unfortunately, the free knowledge is usually presented in scattered bits and pieces like a jigsaw puzzle. And then it's up to you to gather all info from different sources and make it complete. But how can you make sure you have acquired complete info if you don't have the knowledge to determine if the info is complete? Of course, I'm happy to provide an alternative with the School of Sports Nutrition. We are offering a complete 7-hour course with all the information presented in a chronological order. You'll get a whole set of detailed sports nutrition info from A to Z, and all that at an affordable fee. So if you are convinced that you need to up your sports nutrition knowledge, just check out our course, Sports Nutrition for Athletes and Fitness Enthusiasts. Click on the link below and you will be linked directly to our website www.schoolofsportsnutrition.com. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. We are dropping videos like this on YouTube on a regular basis. And if you have questions, leave them in the comment box below with hashtag School of Sports Nutrition and I'll do my best to get in there and get those questions answered right away.